Don't give up, there's rest for your weary soul. And time to heal, yet still you fight with what you're told. And hold on to your scars and wounds and paths of old. And I said, ooh, what would you do if you could lose all your burdens? Yeah. And I said, ooh, my words are few, but I love you. Those words, please hear them. Yeah. I can't begin to comprehend what you've been through. I wish it was all just pretend, just an awful dream. But please don't let your heart grow dead. For God restores and brings hope and grace and truth and life. And I said, ooh, what would you do if you could lose all your burdens? Yeah. And I said, ooh, my words are few, but I love you. Those words, please hear them. Yeah. Grace is the reason why we're both alive, so we'll pour out grace until we die. And I said, ooh, what would you do if you could lose all your burdens? Yeah, all your burdens, all your burdens.
Hello, 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 our friends. The Ultimate Breakthrough Challenge. I am so excited to be in your screen right now and just seeing all of your chats coming in here with us in Facebook or on YouTube. We have thousands of you tuning in right now from around the world, different time zones, different freaking continents. It's so great to have you here. The Ultimate Breakthrough Challenge is just how many days away? 12 days away. So if you're tuning in right now and you're like, is this the challenge? Did it start? This is not the challenge, but as you saw on the cover photo that we had, we are doing a surprise mini challenge for every single one of you as we gear up for the Ultimate Breakthrough Challenge, which is 5 days of training with the world's greatest success coach, Mr. Tony Robbins. It is a great honor to be with you guys. My name is Karissa Kouchis, and I'm actually at the studio with Tony right now, doing a little preparation for all of you, and we have another event, and I snuck away to come join you here to give you this little pre-training mini challenge, if you will. So a few things as we just join. If you can hear me and if you can see me, go ahead and let me know where it is you're tuning in from in in the world so we can see the beautiful people from all over. We've got Flagstaff, Arizona in the house. We've got Cambridge. We've got Connecticut. We've got India here. We've got Washington, Las Vegas, Canada, Spain. We've got France in the house. Oh, we've got the UK. We've got Seattle, Florida, Charleston. So you guys can see you're all over the world. And if this is your first challenge with Tony Robbins, I'd love for you to put first time in the chat box. And if you are in our family already, perhaps you were in our last challenge or you've been with us in our world for a while, go ahead and give a huge Tony Robbins welcome to everyone that is tuning in right now and just welcoming them into our family. We are truly so honored to have you guys here. So let's get down to business. We are so blown away by the level of commitment and enthusiasm from you guys. I wish you could see my view of the screen here and how fast your chats are rolling in. Your energy, your fire. Keep this, okay? When you train with Tony in just 12 days, you're going to need this level of intensity. So keep doing that. It's beautiful. And we're so excited for you guys to begin that challenge. So mark your calendars, okay? This is not the challenge. This is our mini challenge. We just kind of wanted to meet and connect with all of you. But the actual breakthrough challenge with Tony Robbins is on January 25th, okay? That is a Tuesday and is going to take place at 2 p.m. Eastern time every single day, okay? The same time. And I'm going to be with you probably for the next 10 days or so at 2 p.m. Eastern time so you can get used to being here and showing up on time. But to miss a minute is to miss too much. So I want you to make sure your calendar is blocked off January 25th to January 29th, 2022 at 2 p.m. Eastern. Go into your calendar and block it off right now. Grab this little device that all of us have here and go into your calendar app and block this off. If you've already done it, put on the calendar in the chat box right now. Put on the calendar in the chat box right now. And we're super, super excited to see you guys, okay? So why are we here today? Today, we are doing a micro challenge, and we're so excited to bring this to you guys. This is something that we have done in the past, and we're really excited about it. We actually have a special guest that I'm going to bring up here. And just this is going to be quick today, 10 or 15 minutes to announce what this is to you. But I'm going to bring up a guest here in just a second to share, what the pre-challenge is. But today is really a warm-up. Today, we want to get the juices flowing. We want you to start to envision what is possible for you in your life. This challenge that you're about to have in 12 days is going to go over some of the most important areas of your life, your relationships, your business, your health, and your vitality, helping you iron out who do you need to be in this new world. It's 2022. It's a new year. Who must you be to break through? And that's what this is about. So today, we want to get you warmed up. We don't want to drop you in hot with Tony in 12 days. We want to kind of get you working and get you going. So today, we're going to go over a mini challenge to get you prepared. And before I bring up our guest, we have a longtime friend of Tony Robbins, a New York Times bestselling author, an incredible speaker extraordinaire, one of the most incredible ninjas at marketing that I've ever met in my life, a man named Dean Graziosi. And if you know him, give him some love in the chat. In just a couple minutes, we're going to bring him up to the screen to actually take you guys through what the mini challenge is going to be and drop a little bit of inspiration sauce in your life today. So he'll be with us in just a moment. And before I bring him up here, what I wanted to do is just make sure that you feel really set for the challenge that's going to be happening in 12 days. I want you to feel like, I know exactly what's going down. And I'd like to start with, what can you expect from the challenge? So January 25th is day number 1. Please put that in the chat box right now. January 25th, 2 p.m. Eastern. That's day number 1. And you're going to be with Tony for 5 full days, about 90 minutes a day. And the challenge was born a couple years ago when we got hit with a global pandemic. The challenge was born because people said, people are scared. Tony said, people are scared. People are at home and they need us now more than ever. So he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a 5-day free seminar. And all of us were like, you're going to do a free seminar for 5 days? I mean, you've impacted 50 million people from 100 different nations. People pay like thousands of dollars to work with you. And you're going to do a free seminar for 5 days. Are you crazy? And Tony was like, I want to do this. I want to get inside people's homes and I want to connect with them and I want to serve them from all over the world. Last year, we had 800,000 people tune in to this challenge. And this is the challenge that you are about to be at in just 12 days. So what's going to happen is he's going to go over some of the most important areas to cover. He's going to be talking to you about the best strategies and tools to impact your business, your career, your body, your family, your emotions, your relationships, the areas of your life that are going to take you to the next level. And this is his gift to you. So for you to have a great experience, you got to show up and playful out. And the first way to do that is with this micro challenge today. So I'm going to bring up Dean Graziosi here in 27 seconds to give you a little bit of inspiration, but also share with you what this micro challenge is going to be. And you want to be on to hear what it is, because there's going to be an action or a little piece of homework, if you will, to complete within 24 hours. And this is going to prepare you. Tony's really, really, really adamant that you complete it and you get it done. And he's going to kind of be in the Facebook group watching. So this is a big day. I want to honor you for being here. So many of you are tuning in. You're incredible. You're phenomenal. You're outrageously amazing. And now it's time to get into our micro challenge. So please put in the chat box #micro challenge. And let's get our special guest onto the screen. Please help me in welcoming New York Times bestselling author, a man that has built or started or been a part of a gajillion companies, somebody that is a marketing wizard, a ninja, dear friend of Tony and Sage Robbins for a very long time, a partner of Tony Robbins in changing lives, Dean Graziosi.
What's up, KK? Great intro. Hey, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? KK, great job. By the way, everybody, give it up for KK. She's right in the middle of a huge event with Tony right now. She's in the middle of Business Mastery, which is one of Tony's signature events. And if you've been to UPW, KK, you rock the house at UPW. Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'll go quick here. Hey, guys, good to jump in. You know, Tony is not only a dear friend. Tony is someone who changed my life 25 years ago when I first was introduced to him through a late night infomercial. And it's been one of the greatest journeys of my life. So it's a privilege and an honor to be here with you guys today. I don't take your time for granted. I don't take it for granted that you signed up for something. I'm going to give you a little something to think about before. You got the greatest guy in the world. Tony Robbins going to rock your world for 5 days. And I want to give you a little something in advance that I think can really maximize that time. But I want to share a few things first. Tony knows that these are crazy, uncertain times where shutdowns can happen. Uncertainty is high. We have the great resignation, people wondering what's the next best move? How do I not make 2022 the same as 21 or 20? He understands that. And if this is your first time, you have no idea the value he's going to deliver to you. Here's what I know sometimes when you don't pay, you guys can agree, when you don't pay for something, when it's free, you don't really pay attention. Like, Tony's doing this free thing. Maybe I'll show up. I'm going to encourage you guys to pretend that you paid $1,000 for this. If you've heard me before, I've said that because the value is beyond that. And if you don't know much about Tony, in 5 days, he could literally help transform, give you a framework to shift and make this your breakthrough year. We all need a breakthrough year. And sometimes it's the millimeter shifts that we're such in our own routine, we miss it, right? So he is fired up. He is doing this from his heart. He's doing this at a time. He's the busiest human I know. And it is going to be off the charts amazing. If you've ever been to a challenge, you can't miss this, because this year he's taken it to a whole nother level. He is fired up, ready to shift in a time when he knows the world needs it. Can we all agree uncertainty is high? Things are weirder than they've ever been. When the outside world is out of control, that's when we have to master the inner game. And nobody better in the world than Tony. He's going to empower you, show the opportunity of what's possible in this year, and we can do it collectively. So put it in your phone. And another thing I would do right now, when you're done here today, and whether you're watching live, I see all your amazing comments. What's up, everybody? Angel and Ottoman and Julie and Donita and everybody else. Here's what I would do when you're done today. It's Breakthrough 2022. That's the URL. Send it to a friend and get an accountability partner. Get someone to do this with you. Get someone who needs it. You know, if you're here, you're already someone working on your own success, your own personal development, your own growth. You want to be a better version of yourself tomorrow than you are today. You want to be the man or the woman God designed you to be, or the universe designed you to be. Like Dale Carnegie said, the biggest plight is knowing we have more potential and not utilizing it. All of you want to utilize your full potential. There's some people in your life that are stuck in a rut. They don't know they need this. They don't know they need Tony. They don't know that their reality is what's going on in their brain, not the outside circumstances. They don't know they can master the inner game and shut off the news and not worry about what CNN or Fox News or MSNBC or any of them are saying, because you create your own news. You create your own future. You create your own abundance. This is absolutely a time to thrive. When winter is here and shifts are happening, most people stand around waiting. Not this group, not you. So what I'd say is you already know that. You're going to be here. I would take Breakthrough 2022 and text it to a friend and say, do me a favor, go register for this and do it with me. And, sometimes a prophet's not welcome in their hometown. Maybe it's a spouse. Maybe it's the person that sleeps next to you. I don't know, but get someone to do it with you. Okay, I'll get right to it. I'm so stoked to be here. I can't wait for this challenge myself because I'm working with Tony on a regular basis. And when you see what he's got planned for you, be ready. That's all I could say. Okay, today, in order to set up, to maximize your time with Tony, I love talking about habits. Heck, I wrote a book about habits. Habits could be called routines, disciplines. You could call habits whatever you want. Sometimes people think habits are hard to shift, but just think of something. We all have habits. Every single one of them. Every single one of us, whether they're good habits or bad habits, we all have habits. So what I wanted to do today when Tony's like, hey, could you go fire him up? Could you do this pre-event challenge? I'm like, heck yeah. I wanted to give you a little thought process before 12 days from now with Tony is, what habits do you have that empower you? And what habits do you have that disempower you, that are holding you back without even realizing it? Sometimes we have disciplines, habits, rituals. It's kind of like on autopilot. We don't even know we're doing it, right? It just happens. And I love, especially at this age, I'm 53 years old right now. And, it feels like time's going quicker and I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to be, I heard someone say this once. I don't want to be at the end of my life and meet my maker. Whoever you believe your maker is. I believe it's God. I don't want to meet my maker. And because I had habits that didn't serve me, I didn't kind of go after who I was meant to be. And could you imagine? I don't think God or the unit or your maker would do this. But you imagine if God pulled out his iPhone when you met him and played you a video of the woman or the man you could have been. Think about that one for a minute. You've probably heard it before, but when I hear that, I'm like, oof. And a lot of my decisions, the disciplines, the habits, the rituals that I have literally go through that filter. Is this going to make it so at the end of my life, he could play a video and say, I think I lived a better life than that video. I went after, I tried, I failed. I'd much rather try and fail than sit on the sidelines feeling like an imposter or letting a habit get in my way. So let's think really quick. What are habits? Habits are anything you want to define, but let's go through a couple of them. Let's go through some good habits and maybe some bad habits, right? When it comes to relationships, I have a habit with my wife that I didn't have in previous relationships. I was married before, and I'm not an advocate of divorce. It just didn't work. And I was just as much a part of that relationship not working as she was. We're dear friends now. We co-parent, amazing. But I was just as much a part of that. So I made it a habit in my relationships. And I'm not saying, oh, look at you, you're great. I'm telling you, I screwed up in relationships before, but I shifted at a couple habits. And one of them is I want to be the man that my wife knows when no one's watching. Who are you when no one's watching when it comes to your relationship? I would love to make it that if my wife had a hidden camera on me and got access to every password I have, and she spent a week watching a video and going through my passwords, she would love me more and go, damn, that's my man. Because I want to do the right job. I want to be the man she loves when no one's watching. It's easy to be great in front of her, but am I sliding into other people's DMs? Am I checking things out? Am I talking to guys or friends the wrong way? Damn, all that does is totally chipping away at this amazing relationship I have. I'm not bragging. I'm telling you a habit of mine because I know there's other habits. Talking to the guys about complaining or talking about, like, there's lots of other habits that don't serve. So when it comes to your relationship, what habit do you have right now that helps empower finding one or bringing back passion, intimacy, or connection in your relationship? And what habits do you have that when no one's watching, you know they ain't working? Simple as that. Think about your health. I have a habit every day of getting up, I drink a green drink, and I go straight into the gym. And that habit has, whether it's I walk, run, play tennis, whatever you do, but I wake up, I practice a little gratitude in just moments. I drink a green drink and I go exercise. That habit is driven for me by, I want my kids and I want my wife to be proud of me, but I also want to show my kids what's possible. At 53 years old, I'm in the best shape of my life. They still can't beat me in a running race at 15 and 13, right? I don't want to do that because kids don't do what you say. Kids become who you are, right? I mean, let's just face it. So I'm giving you that example. But can I tell you another habit when it came to my health? I used to sometimes bring my phone into the gym and I go, let me just check that one. And I get sucked in for an hour sitting on the edge of the bench. I never get my workout in and I feel horrible about myself. I also sometimes would check email or say, I'll do it later. I'd put it off. I'd find an excuse. I'd say, hey, you're 53. 3 days a week is enough. BS. I'd let bad stories. So I found a habit of saying, I must work out every day at this time. And when it does, it puts me in an offensive mode. So I look at it through a discipline and a habit. Here's what I know. When I work out, when I don't check my email in the morning, I have a much more productive day. That adds to the clarity and the man I want to be, the example I want to be to my kids. I anchored in that new habit. Think about your mindset. We have mindsets. Can we shift? Can a habit be a mindset shift? Heck yeah. Listen, I work with my kids. I just got done meeting with my wife's team. My wife has a company. I met with her team and I said, can you create a habit of training your brain to focus on a solution, not why it went wrong? It's easy. You know, if you live here in America where things are so divisive, politically, it's so separated more than ever before, at least they say in history, more than ever before in my life, right? We can focus on whose fault is it? Is it the Republicans? Is it the Democrats? It's the liberals. It's the conservative. It's the last president. It's the current president. We can always focus on what's wrong. As Tony says, and you're going to go deeper on this, and can't wait for you to get to this. What's wrong is always available. There's a million things wrong right now. A million things wrong with politics and this everything going on with COVID and all the things. There's a lot going wrong. But as Tony says, there's always an opportunity to focus on what's right. So can you create a habit when things go wrong? It doesn't go your way. Things have gone sideways. Things are weird in your job. Things are weird in your relationship, your health. Can you say, I can't believe that happened. Why would they do that to me? Why would she say that? Why didn't I get invited? Why didn't I get the promotion? Why didn't they want to partner with me? We could always focus on that. What does that do to your confidence, your courage? Makes you feel like crap, doesn't it? Or you could switch and create a new habit and go, when it goes wrong, say, what can I learn from it? Let me focus on a solution. What can I learn from it? What can I do as a solution? I have ingrained that into my brain for 2 decades. My kids, I call it focus on the fix. Every time something goes wrong, my son goes, I can't do it. I'm like, how do you fix it? We only have a certain amount of energy to give, right? We can all agree to that. What if your energy, if it's like a gas tank, we only have a certain amount of it. If you're going to use your energy, shouldn't it be used on figuring out what you can learn from it and then focusing on how to fix it? You do that, that's how you become a leader. You already are a leader, else you wouldn't be here. That's how you become a leader that drives people in the right direction. It's how you're a good example for your children, your family, your friends. Listen, can we just say it like it is? The world's in a weird place. And the world needs the best version of you now more than ever. The world needs you to unleash the leader that lives inside of you, not the controller, not to be repressive, but to be the leader that drives people. We want to fix the world. We got to fix it in here. And that's why Tony knows that he changed my life. And for those of you that already have been a part of what Tony does, do not miss a second of this challenge. I mean it. You get to watch the recording a little later until they're taken down, but there's nothing like live. Show up every day live, play full out, and see how to unleash your full potential. Here's another one. Finances. You know, I know a lot of people that want to make more money. They talk about it. But what disciplines, what habits do they have? Are they joining a challenge like this? Are they going to unleash the power within or business mastery or learning from someone who's already been there? Are they putting the time in when no one's watching in their business? Are they focusing on the marketing? Because a lot of people talk about their finances and their business and they say a good game, but when no one's watching, they're just kind of complaining, or they're binging out on Netflix, or they're feeling overwhelmed and not gaining the capabilities, or they're spending more than they make, even though they say they want a savings, but they spend more than they make. So here's the challenge for today. And they let me pick it. So I'm going to get to the point because I want to be fairly quick here. Okay, 20 minutes. I said I'd go 15. I'm not quite there yet. Here's my challenge for you today. And I think you should take, and I love this word, you should write this down. I love the term uncomfortable action. If you want to go from where you are to where you want to be in your finances, in your intimacy, in your connection, in your health, there's a gap. That's just a fact. You want to be a better parent? There's a gap. You have to learn capabilities. I always want to be a better parent. I always want to be in better shape. There's a gap. How do you fill the gap? With capabilities and action. And those capabilities need to be learned from someone who's already been there. It's just the fact. That's just the truth, right? And that's the capabilities you're going to learn. These are gap fillers that you're going to get from Tony. But here is my challenge to you. And I guess tomorrow, KK will be back on here. She'll probably give you the details. We're giving away some Unleash the Power Within tickets. If you've never been to UPW, oh my God, it's the event that changed my life. It is the greatest event. It will go down in 100 years from now. The world will talk about Tony Robbins, Unleash Your Power Within. It climbs into your soul in a way that it's hard to even explain. I've been to 15 of them over the last 20 years. If you've been to UPW, put it in the chat how amazing it is. If you've never, do whatever it takes in your life to attend. You're going to win some of those tickets tomorrow by taking an uncomfortable action today. Remember, your next level always lives on the other side of the thing you're afraid of, on the other side of the thing you've been putting off, on the other side of the thing that makes you feel a little uncomfortable. This telling your friends and family, I'm finally going in business, ending that relationship that's been toxic. It's uncomfortable, but your next level lives on the other side of it, doesn't it? So who is up right now for taking some uncomfortable action? Let me see. I can see your chats coming through. Say me or I or all in on taking a little bit of uncomfortable action. And for that uncomfortable action, you could win some UPW tickets. How's that sound? All right. And it's really simple. Go back into the Facebook group and go live. When you put the post, do hashtag habits so we can track you. That's how you're going to win. You got to do hashtag habits. Go live in the Facebook group. I know being live is uncomfortable for some of you. Take uncomfortable action. Here's the opposite of take uncomfortable action. You ready for this one? This is a big, I repeat this to myself all the time. Maybe I beat myself up too much and you guys think I'm crazy, but I get disturbed with inaction. If you want to make more money and you're not taking the action to gain capabilities, be disturbed. If you know you deserve more love in your relationship, be disturbed that you're not taking action. If you know you want to get in better shape just to feel better and get to your ideal health, be disturbed with inaction and take uncomfortable action. Okay, so here it is. You're going to go live in this Facebook group and you're simply going to share a habit that didn't serve you. You know a habit I had for a little while? I didn't even realize it. I'd go in to check my social media accounts, see how you're doing. I read feedback, and I found myself getting sucked into social media, like on fake TikTok and stuff like that for like an hour. Didn't even realize it. I never have done that in my life. And one day I'm like, oh my God, I'm wasting like an hour a day. My brain just got consumed by nothing. It doesn't serve me, doesn't serve God, doesn't serve the man I want to be. It's a habit that had to go. It's gone. I don't do it. I catch myself. And it's been amazing because I need every penny, every time, every moment of time I can get, right? So I'd love for you to go inside the Facebook group, go live. There's a little live button, write it. Right? I'm going live and here's my hashtag, and just share one habit that you are committed to ending. Not surfing on social, not bringing your phone to the gym, waking up a half hour early, focusing on solutions. I don't care what it is and what category. One habit you know that's got to go. And then one new habit you're going to adopt in your life. Ooh, that's so hard. No, it's not hard, but it gets you to take uncomfortable action. It gets you to keep this momentum alive, to light up this group, And the team, there's an amazing social media team. They will scour these all night. And tomorrow they will pick some. And tomorrow we'll give away, KK will give away some UPW tickets. So that's my quick message for today, guys. A couple of things. Pretend you paid $1,000 to be here, to be a part of this challenge, because it's worth every dime. Tony's doing this because he knows the world needs it. And I'm just telling you guys, because I kind of know personally, I think this will be the last challenge Tony ever does like this. So you don't get another chance at it. So go all in. Number 2, make sure you take breakthrough2022.com and text somebody in your life today, right this moment. When you're watching this, don't wait. Text someone in your life and say, go sign up. Let's do this together. And that's my message. Do the homework tonight. Chance for somebody to win a UPW ticket. And KK, you there?
I am here. That was so amazing, Dean. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so grateful that you were able to. I mean, are you blown away at these? You can see the threads coming in, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, this group has so much energy. We're just so grateful for you. So thank you for being here today.
Thanks. And everybody, I'll see you on the challenge. I'll pop in here a couple more times before 12 days from now. But show up, play full out, and let's make it the most epic event in history. See you guys.
Thank you. You guys, we wanted to have Dean on today because number one, he's just amazing. But number two, he's so transformational when it comes to what do I need to do today to bridge the gap of where I want to go. And thankfully, your guys' gap is only 12 days, okay? You would just have to wait 12 days to get this started with Tony Robbins so that you can have the true transformation that you want to have. So I've got 45 seconds on the clock to wrap up here. I want to make sure that you have the major nuggets that you need to take away from this micro challenge. I think the big theme is take uncomfortable action. I don't care what part of the world you're in, what time of day it is, where you were born, how old you are, whatever. For us to get where we want to go in our life, we got to do some things that we don't normally do. Today, we are going to gift you with an uncomfortable action, which is going live in the Facebook group. So share in the chat if you already know what your habit is that you want to break or change. Drop it in the chat. But what you're going to do is go live in Facebook. So if this is your first time doing that, you're going to open it up on your phone or your computer, and it's going to say, like, share what your thoughts are or something. Click that. There's a button that says live. Click it and just go live. Don't try to redo it and be perfect. Go just as you are. This is a family here. We're not trying to be perfect, and we're just showing up as we are. So go live and share, what's a habit that you are committed to ending, and what is the solution and the new habit that you are going to, replace that with. But you must use the hashtag habits. If you don't use the hashtag habits, you will not even be included in the option to get a UPW ticket. And by the way, I am in the studio right now that Tony built, like around the corner. You guys can't see it, but this is a massive studio. When COVID first happened, he said, I'm going to build a studio and we're going to take UPW to people's homes. And I'm in the studio right now. It's amazing. There is no other experience like it. And you can literally win a ticket by having 2 seconds of courage by going live. So do that, okay? Hashtag habits in the Facebook group. You've got to complete it literally ASAP because I'm announcing the winners tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be live right back in the Facebook group with a big old drum roll and announcing the winners, okay? You're just going to, in the keyboard, type up hashtag habits in the caption when you go live, okay? A couple final notes. Block this off on your calendar. If you are someone that's like, yeah, KK, I got it in my calendar, in my mind, not good enough, okay? You got to get in your calendar, put it in the spot for 2 p.m., 90 minutes, and make sure that you are there and you make the accommodations that you need. If you need to get, a dog sitter or a kid sitter, or have a conversation with someone, or invite them all, invite your kids in, invite your family in, invite your colleagues in, your coworkers, your team members. You should be creating community around this experience. So block it off your calendar, or if it already is, put on the calendar in the chat box. A second thing is make sure you get an accountability partner. You heard Dean say this. There's nothing better than having somebody that's going to call you out on your BS when you're falling off track. Don't get your best friend that you're both trying to, work on something with. Get somebody that can be accountable for you. Bring your best friend, but they should get an accountability partner as well. Someone that can hold you to the standard that you're committed to creating in your life, okay? And then reminder, I'll be on tomorrow at 2 p.m. to announce the winners. When you guys do this video, a lot of people want to create, 15 habits they want to change. Tony, for the challenge, and I'll leave you with this, is focused on true transformation. And you know what I'm talking about. If you're here watching this, it's because a part of you is like, I want to change, I want to grow, I want to evolve. But the truth is, a lot of people make the change and they go right back to what they did before. And then they make the change for another 2 weeks and they go right back to the way it was. After these 5 days, you're going to know the formula to radically transform, legitimately, for real this time. So listen to Dean and listen to Tony when we say focus on one habit for this challenge. Okay, immediately when we get off, get in the Facebook group right now and go live and throw this in there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, the challenge starts on January 25th. And we are so excited. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. So if you're an alumni with us, welcome back. It's going to be a party. And if you're new, you're in our family now. So we love you guys. Live strong, live with passion, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
you.